This will crash. You know why they do that? Go and click it.
Shit was outlandish. Banks got branded. Split up all the family, then shipped across the Atlantic. So many died from the famine. Through the dead bodies over 4 sharks, ate them like salmon. I know you can't stand it. I speak the truth, goddammit. Big business got managed. Then you double back. Came to pick up all the blacks. Whips beat up our back, we never got to relax. Continue to set us free, but then you double back with all the cracks. The type of game that you play, ain't to keep it real, ain't going for it. Beat a couple court cases, had a warrant for it. So my mama ain't forever did time, I'ma raise up the whole yard. Had my lawyer like, oh Lord, district attorney added more charges. No problem, ain't tripping, thumbing through the scriptures. Behind me said the Lord with your boy, that's a small issue. Bounce back off a rebound. UPK got the heat now. They done let me out the leash now, teaching in the streets now. I'm part of Loud Trap South, but it started in the east now. Look, this for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. For the white man, 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 for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. For the white man, 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 for the white man,
Real about
don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. While the ride trap with my chrome. Always took on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. While the ride trap with my chrome.
Has joined.
Always took on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. While the ride trap with my chrome. Always took on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. While the ride trap with my chrome.
Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. Ride around with my cone. Always simple, my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. Ride around with my cone. Trying to keep it on the true side, nigga. Laying low to play it cool now, nigga. Ass niggas on the team, I've been known to get your brain ever since I was 2'5", nigga. Coop hanging out the booth, nah, nigga. Cause I ain't stunting on them. Put my whole team on so they ain't moving. When niggas doing bad, you know that they be hating on you. Get the hoping that you fall, they be waiting on it. Bullshit get bread from the envy. Best friends get to looking like enemies. When you got it, it's just bank account empty. Perfect recipe to bring a lot of jealousy. Looking from a bird's eye view. Learn from everything I've been through. Show my baby girl if you ain't spinning like you. Nigga never let it put a dick up in you. Cause if a nigga wrong, I'ma check that shit. If we get people alone, never flex that shit. Told my son when you getting money, never take it to a bumper, flip it over, did it best that shit. Give a lot of game, trying to bless my kid. Gotta keep it real, that's the best shit. Gotta hear this up and feel it back in Texas. When I get up on the track, yeah, I wreck shit.
Always took on my own. Don't need you all in my zone.
Has joined.
Time alone. While the ride trap with my chrome. Always took on my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. While the ride trap with my chrome.
Always simple, my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. Ride around with my cone. Always simple, my own. Don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone. Ride around with my cone.
Shalom Israel. We are the Isupk. Started out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. And y'all already know that we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the planet Earth. You understand? And we are located here at 5261 Delmar Boulevard in Suite A, St. Louis, Missouri 63108. And if you got any questions, if you want to text your questions, you can text them to 314-723-2231. And we've been having a little issue on that line. We're probably gonna get a new number, but try it anyway. If you got any questions, text them in. Let me see. And then if you want to call in, you want to listen live, or you want to turn around and question or comment, you can dial 712-832-8330, 218-339-7800, 605-562-0400, 641-426-1600, and the access code for all four lines is 825-1636. All right. Now, tonight is a special class. We are promoting the upcoming election next week. You understand? Give the Most High a hand. Give our King Christ a hand. Give Commander General Yohana a hand. You understand? Because this election is real important, man. This election here is going to help save lives. All right. It's called More Drugs, the Plague, Not the Plug. All right. And the reason that just to break it down just a little bit, the reason we chose that title is because MO stands for Missouri. You know what I'm saying? It's an abbreviation for Missouri, state of Missouri, right? And it's Missouri's drugs, okay? And more importantly than the name, you know, going around the city of St. Louis, looking at God's chosen people and seeing how strung out on these drugs they are. You know what I mean? It is real important, you know, that somebody help them, you know, to get their life together. Somebody needs to help. Don't forget about them and throw them in the trash. You know what I'm saying? Them your brothers and your sisters, okay? And there's a lot of factors into why they are doing those drugs. You know, a lot of black people, I've found, say things like, man, ain't nobody put no gun in your head and make you use some drugs. Ain't nobody tell you to do that. You got your own mind. You can say no and all this now, you know, all these different excuses, you know, but they have no compassion. You know, I have not heard any compassion out of these people's mouths. And I'm talking about folks that so-called claim to be helping black people, you know, so-called black activists. You know, I have not heard them say anything, you know, with compassion for the people that's out here on the drugs, the ones that's prostituting, you know, that's selling their body up and down every street all day in parks. You know what I'm saying? One park here, what's the name of that park over there? Y'all know that park on Clever? I'm on again. I forgot the name of that park. But they done took this park over. And they literally be there all day, all night. You know what I mean? Getting high, prostituting, sleeping. Some of them, you know, a lot of them are homeless. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters is in this part. And I wouldn't be surprised if the brothers is even out there selling their body. Because they got some of those over there too. They got some of those transgenders, you know what I'm saying? Cross-dressing, you understand, out there selling their body, you know. And like I said, man, nobody's trying to help them at all. You know, so this lecture is definitely needed. You know what I'm saying? It's the first of its kind. I keep saying it. It's the first of its kind here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has ever done a lecture. Nobody even likes to talk about it for real, for real. You know what I mean? As to how black people really got on drugs. You know, they don't even like to talk about it, you know? And they definitely aren't going to point the finger, you know what I'm saying, at the very person who the finger needs to be pointed at, and that's the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? That's that blue-eyed, you know what I'm saying, blonde-haired, pig-skinned devil. You understand, that is responsible for black people using drugs at the rate that they are.
Right.
You know, and we're going to break that out. Okay, well, first, we got a couple of questions. If anybody got any questions on the line, take your phone off of mute and say Salaki or excuse me. And of course, in the class, you're gonna raise your hand and say Salaki. And let me see, we got a couple on the text line. 1 second. Uh-oh, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Abban, give me wisdom on Solomon 1 and 12. One second, let me get there with you. Time is moving slow. 1 second. You got that, Abban?
Come.
Go ahead, get that from me.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 12. Seek not death in the era of your life, and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands.
Hold tight. Okay. Do it again.
Seek not death in the era of your life, and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands.
1 second. Okay. Seek not death in the era of your life. Okay. Who wants y'all to break that down? Seek not death in the era of your life. Think us.
Like,
Go ahead.
don't kill,
Don't kill what? Who?
don't kill anyone.
Kind of, sort of. Not totally. Go ahead. Yeah, now you want it. Now you want it, okay? Seek not death in the era of your life, meaning, okay, your life is going back all the way wrong in hell and all of this. Don't seek to die because of it. You understand? Don't seek to die because we are in hell, okay? Let me see. I want to go back some. Okay. And no, I don't want to go back on that. We're gonna stay right here. Seek not death in the era of your life, and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your own hands. Now, who wants to break that down? That right there is almost, it's self-explanatory. And pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands. Who wants to give that a shot?
Salak,
Go ahead.
would that be suicide?
Well, think of destruction. Okay, the first one, it said, the first sentence says, seek not death in the era of your life. So that's kind of like where you want to die. You understand? The remedy for your problems would be for you to die. All right? And then it says, pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hand. Is, you put that right there. Don't kill yourself. Don't cut your arms. Don't slice your throat. Don't slice your wrist, split your wrist. Go ahead.
Don't try to smoke your problems away.
Yeah, don't do that either. Don't do nothing destructive to yourself. You understand? Don't get hurt and then you turn around and start hurting yourself. You know, like for instance, when some sisters, young sisters, you know what I'm saying, they get molested, they go and turn into the demon, right? Don't turn into the demon. Come get help. You understand? The demon wants you to be promiscuous, wants you to be a whore, start sleeping around. That's going to destroy you. You understand? That's even in the Bible, where it talks about a woman destroying herself with over much liberty. Give me that, Abad. Give me that in Ecclesiastes, because I believe it's is it 26? And 26 and 10.
Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly.
Okay, who wants to break that down? If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly. What does it mean to keep her in? If she's shameless. If thy daughter be shameless, what does that mean? Who wants to break that down? Go ahead.
Like having no shame in her game and being like poor and proud for it.
Right, exactly. Doing whatever she want to do, you know what I'm saying, and no care of any repercussions, who sees, who knows, you know what I mean, any of that. All right. And it said, keep her in straitly. What does it mean to keep her in straitly?
Lot.
Go ahead.
Make sure she follow rules.
Yeah, but you gotta check her now. You gotta get her in order. You gotta get her together, right? If she be shameless, keep her in straitly. You got to get her in order. Okay? She's shameless, right? So she's out doing whatever. Now you got to get her together. You understand? You got to get this little girl in order. All right? Keep going.
Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. What is overmuch liberty?
Like
Go ahead.
too much freedom.
Too much freedom, absolutely. You understand? Too much damn freedom. You know? What they like to say? Free spirits. You know what I mean? A woman is a free spirit? No, no, you're not. You understand? That means you are just simply doing whatever the hell you want to do. You understand? Whether it's sleeping with a bunch of different men, doing drugs, or whatever. You don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? You have no shame. You know what I'm saying? So, that right there, you know what I'm saying? That's what some sisters do, you know what I'm saying, when they've been molested and raped or whatever. They just get promiscuous and start sleeping around. They start hating, you know, men, you know, and women for them molesting them, because our girls been getting molested by men and women for a long time. You know what I mean? For a long time. 1 out of 3. That's too many. It's way too goddamn many. 1 out of 3 little girls and 1 out of 7 little boys get molested. You understand? And that's way too many. And they turn around and they end up, you know, pulling upon themselves destruction. You know what I mean? Because they don't know what to do. You understand? They don't have anyone to help. You know, the very mother that gave birth to him is more, you know, interested in her man. You know, versus getting that man away from the goddamn daughter. You know, because that's the one that molested. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different things into that. You know what I mean? But they got a place now to where you can come and you can call somebody, you can get some help. You know what I mean? Don't pull up on your self-destruction because, you know, of the era of your life, because things are going wrong. You know, something tragic happened. You know, you were molested, you were raped, you were beat, you know, you were robbed, shot, whatever it is, man. Come to the Isupk.
That's right.
That's where you need to be. Come to your brothers. We're going to get counsel and we'll even help fix that situation. All right? So that's what that means. You got everybody understand that one, right? We got that one. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Let me see. Who was Judith? I'm going to have to look Judith up. Look Judith up in the Zondervan now. And let's see who they say Judith was. And let's see, what can women learn from Judith? Let's see. Let's pull the scripture in Judith. Let's see what women can learn from Judith. I'll tell you who you can learn from. You can learn from Sarah, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Sarah was cold, baby. That's who you want to learn from. That's who your example is.
Did you say Judith?
Yeah, Judith in the Apocrypha. What the Zondervan say?
Judith, one of the wives of Esau.
She was what?
One of the wives of Esau.
One of the wives of Esau. Good night. Hold on, you know what? It's probably different Judiths in there. Look for the one in the Apocrypha. We might have to look at that one for a while.
Salah.
You see it there?
Heroine of the apocryphal book of Judah.
Okay, here we go. You don't see it else about it?
La'ah.
That's it?
That's it.
Good night. Okay, well.
She's a heroine.
Oh.
Heroine.
Hell no. Okay. let's learn this from Judas right here. This is a good one right here. Go to Judith 5 and 17. You want to learn something from Judith. Judith wrote this right here. All right. And we should all take this from Judith, okay? Brothers and sisters. All right. But this is what Judith wrote. Go ahead, give me that.
Judah, chapter 5, verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered.
Let's read that again.
And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered.
They prospered. This is talking about Israel. Okay? And whilst we sin, meaning while we sin not before our God, we prosper. Is black people prospering right now as a whole? No. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. All right? But you got a few here and there, you know, that's, I mean, being paid for their talent, but not really what they worth, to be honest. You know what I mean? Just think about the money that like the NFL. You know, think of the money that they making just off of damn 50-second commercial. I remember one year they made, what was that about when it was the Rams, that Rams commercial? Didn't they make like 40-something million off that one? You remember that? After the Rams had won and they came back and made like a bomb-ass commercial.
Right.
And then I think that next year they turned around and made 40-something million just off of damn, not even a minute commercial out. It wasn't even a whole minute, and they made 40 mil just off the commercial, just running it at the was the Super Bowl? I think it was the Super Bowl, but whatever it was, football announcement, just a commercial, came on, bought some beer, some Bud Light, and some damn football players running across the field, and they made 40-something million damn dollars. You know what I mean? That's just off that commercial. Think of the other stuff that they got. They got the stadium, they got all the seats they selling out, they got all that high-ass popcorn and hot dogs,
Right.
and the high damn beer. A damn can of beer is like $10. How much is it, Bob?
16.
What? A can of beer is 16?
Con.
Ooh, good night. One can of beer that costs damn, what is $1.50, $1.60 at the liquor store. Dang, no wonder the security check your purse now, and your bag, your backpack, your pockets. They own you, boy. You ain't coming in there with nothing. You gonna buy a $16 beer out of here. You ain't buying no liquor store, no $1.25, no Stag, and then gonna bring it up in the stadium. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing it up in the stadium, man. $16 out? Damn, that's crazy. I said 10. I went easy on it. $16. I stand corrected. A can of beer is $16, Salaki. A can of beer is $16 at the stadium. Then they got what else they got? They got the clothes that they, you know what I'm saying, that they selling. You know, put the football player on their clothes and have them run across the field to sell the shoes and all this. And guess what? Them brothers ain't getting that much money for that stuff, man.
Right.
They get paid, compared to us, you know what I'm saying, who don't have very many zeros on their check. They see a couple more, you know what I'm saying, 3 or 4 more than us. Yeah, that's pretty decent money, but I mean, just look at all of these celebrities, man, that's broke. Your stuff ain't lasting them no lifetime, man. And then, truth be told, they be promising them millions of dollars. Like, for instance, Chingy. I'll never forget this, man. I read his story carefully. That rapper here from St. Louis, that little brother, man, he ended up signing with Ludacris. And he ended up, after a year or two, he ended up suing Ludacris. And he claimed that he was getting robbed. He claimed he was going to a show for $50, $60, $70, and $100,000, and then Luda would only hand him $2, $3, $4, $5,000. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, "Hold up, man, wait a minute." He said, "Wait a minute, 50, 60, 70, 100, and you only give me 3?" You know what I'm saying? Give me 3,000 out of 100,000. And he turned around and he went and got him a lawyer. He tried to sue, and they humiliated the reporters, humiliated the brother. You know what I mean, by saying what he said to his lawyer. He turned around and his lawyer was, you know, talking technical and talking in lawyer terms, and he told the lawyer, "Man, break that down in hood terms for me. I don't understand what you're saying." You know what I mean? That's what, you know, Chingy has said to his lawyer. You know, and the reporters, they only did that to humiliate the brother. And here's the thing, a lot of us don't know. You know what I'm saying? Them young guys just coming straight up out the hood, man, that want a better life. You know what I mean? Just don't want to hustle, been hustling, getting locked up, shot at, killed, and stabbed, shot, all this, you know what I'm saying? He trying to change his life by rapping, you know, and then he turn around and he goes and signs a deal, and then he did not totally understand the deal. So he turned around, and Luda's response to him when he went to ask him about his money was "Blow It Out Your Ass," one of his favorite songs. he told Chig went and told him, say, man, I think you ripping me off. Luda told him, blow it out your ass. Now see, that was completely unbrotherly. I'm gonna just tell you straight up. If the brother came to you and had a problem, you should have broke it down to him. You know what I mean? Don't get big and bad, you know what I'm saying, and hound your horse, you know, cause you Luda and you signed and then you got paper, that's cool. You know, but he under you, you know what I'm saying? So turn around and tell him, no, brother, let me show you what's what. And then the lawyer, once he broke it down, and you know, he just didn't understand his contract, you know, and a lot of them don't understand that it's a lot of things that they put into and make you get in, you know what I'm saying, when you go and you sign them deals. Like, for instance, all the cars that they got, you know, you want to make a song about a Bugatti, knowing you ain't got one, but the song is Bugatti, so you got to have one on the video. So they got to rent the damn Bugatti. Them damn things, how many millions of dollars is them cars up?
Man, couple.
A couple million. So what you think it is to rent the damn thing? You know what I'm saying? And then you better not put a scratch on it. You better not be smoking your blunt in it and burn the seat. You know what I'm saying? You better not do nothing. You better not get a speck of dirt on the bottom of your shoe in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to pay cleaning fee. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be high as hell. You know, so all kind of stuff into it. All the different when you make a song about a big booty, you know what I'm saying? You got to get every video chick that got a big old booty and put a swimsuit on her. You know what I mean? And she got the twerk on her. And guess what? She costs $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 just to twerk for your damn 3-minute video. You know, and then you got 50 of them on there. You know what I mean? You got 50 of them on there. Somebody else that turned around and did himself in with MC Hammer. I'm gonna go on him in a minute too, cause he had plenty of paper, but boy, he broke as a joke. You know, but the brother, he didn't understand his contract. They didn't understand that you know, the jewelry that you renting. You know what I'm saying? He have a damn chain like mine worth $300 in real life. You know what I'm saying? But then on the video, you looking like you got $100,000 worth of jewels on your wrist and on your hands, around your neck. You know what I mean? You got to pay for all that, man. You know, so they, like I said, they get them, and then them houses they be in, the mansion, they got to rent somebody's mansion to let you shoot the video in. You know, and these brothers don't be knowing that all of this stuff is coming. You sign a deal, I forgot how many million Chinky signed for. It was big, like 20 million, wasn't it? Like 20 million, something like that. He turned around and signed a big deal, but he was not aware of all of the other money that's gonna come out of your damn check for you shooting a video, renting a car, renting a chick, renting your jewelry, whatever the hell, you know what I mean? All of that, you know. So and he ended up actually going back to him because, you know, they squashed. He figured out that he was, you know what I'm saying, he just didn't know. The lawyer should have turned around and not even proceeded with a case. You know what I'm saying? If you knew that, you the lawyer, you supposed to run over his paperwork first and then told him, no, man, you don't want to sue this man because the contract is correct. Everything is in, nothing wrong with this contract. You know, you just having a problem with, you know, how you get paid. You know, so you need to try to work out, I can go ahead and try to work out some payment plans for you or something, you know what I mean? But not trying to run ahead of man, do all of that, you know. But MC Hammer was another. All them people that, what was that, Pumps in a Bump? Boy, MC Hammer had about 300 people on that damn video, didn't y'all? MC Hammer had about 300 women on that video. And it was after that, it was when he turned around and went broke. You know, after that huge video, a lot of them pay for, you know, like entourages, you know what I'm saying? They gotta have 10, 20, you know, 30 brothers and sisters around them all day. They got this manager, that manager, this person keeping up with the money, this person doing that, and man, the hell with that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a rapper, give me the mic, I'm finna rap, and I'll deal with my own cash. You cut me the checks. I don't need no manager doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody booking and checking my books, knowing my paper. No. You know? Because a lot of them get ripped off that way. You know what I mean? A lot of them entertainers get ripped off like that, have too many people doing too much. You know what I mean? And got these people looking over their books, supposed to be keeping track of their money, but they steal it, at some point. It's just a lot of things, man. That entertainment world, man. I love being in the UPK. You know what I'm saying? To hell with that. I ain't got to worry about getting robbed and ripped off up in here. All right. But yeah, that's what ended up happening, man. We think because we see somebody like him, we see these preachers, we see these politicians, we see a black doctor, black lawyer, one or two here and there, nowhere near as many as it is our oppressors, So you figure that, oh well, I can't. We can make a difference. We can do something. It's not a whole lot. They ain't even designed this for us all to damn flourish and enjoy. Tell the truth, them lawyers, they not even enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Them doctors is not enjoying it. They got a lot of money to pay back. A doctor, they doing a great deed, man, by saving people's lives. Keeping up with their checkups and all this, making sure folks is healthy, and they got to pay Esau so much money back. They got to pay him hundreds of thousands of dollars back. Like people think just because you're a doctor and you open an office that you just paid, got all this money. I talked to a couple of them. They said, no. I got money to pay back first. You know what I'm saying? So they not even straight, just like, just paid off the flip. So like I said, man, just because you see a few of our people that's doing good, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with them being doctors. Nothing wrong with them rapping, singing, making millions of dollars. Great. You know what I mean? But everybody is not on that level. And if we did not sin before the Most High, then we all would prosper. You understand? We all ain't still gonna be on the same level. Understand that even in the kingdom of heaven, we ain't gonna be on the same, like everybody ain't finna be rich. You know what I mean? That's just not possible.
Right.
Everybody's not gonna be what they say here in America, middle class. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's not gonna be poor. Everybody's not gonna be on the same level. But there is gonna be poor people and there's gonna be rich people. But the thing is, the difference in our kingdom is our people is not gonna be suffering. In a righteous kingdom, matter of fact, we're going to get them scriptures after this. Go ahead, I'll keep reading it. I'll read that again for the time.
Jude chapter 5, verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered.
Okay.
Because the God that hated iniquity was with them.
The God that hated iniquity is with them. Let me tell you something about the preachers, man. They love iniquity. Those Christian preachers and pastors, they love sin. That's why they teach you to sin. That's why they tell you, oh, brother, you can't help but sin. Oh, man, it's just, all you gotta do is just pray to God, ask for forgiveness, He'll forgive you. That is ridiculous. You're going to get punished. That's what you go around and sin, and you sin willfully, you're going to get punished. Okay? Read 18.
But when they departed from the way which he appointed them.
When did we do what?
When they departed from the way which he appointed them.
When we departed from the way which he appointed us, keep reading.
They were destroyed in many battles, very sore.
We was destroyed in many battles, very sore. What else?
And were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
Do you understand that? That's where we at right now, in hell. It was led captives in a land that is not ours. We didn't know nothing about this place. You know what I mean? We turned around and got snatched up, fleeing Israel, fleeing Jerusalem, and got snatched up over in Africa, hiding. You know what I'm saying? We on the run, and in Africa, and them Africans turned us in and sold us to our oppressors, and then they carried us in a strange land. Okay, keep going.
And the temple of their God was cast to the ground.
Man, our temples is gone. You know what I mean? Where the temple is now? The church Are you kidding me? You understand? That is a whorehouse. That's what the church is. That ain't no temple. Keep going.
And their cities were taken by the enemy.
So you understand that. You understand our cities was taken by our enemies. You know what I mean? Look, the enemies own the cities that we live in now. And look at how they look. You know what I mean? Look at how the cities look compared to the suburbs and the areas where they live in. Their areas look good, don't they all?
Right.
Go down in South County. I say it all the time. Anytime we get to talking about this, look at all of the trash right up and down the street, right here in the hood. Okay? And again, this is the dividing line. You know what I mean? This is the dividing line for the Negroes and the poor on this side, and the oppressor and the upper middle class and the upper class on that side. This is the great dividing line. Ain't that something?
Right.
You know what I mean? They turn around. They don't want to mix with us so bad. Just think about it, man. This is strategically done. You know, because how is it that all of us live on this side, and they live on that side? You know what I mean? It's one or two of us that live over there. You understand? On their side. Just a few. But it's a ton of us over here. And I think the middle on up range on their side is 100. I think 125. I had to look it up again. I think 125 to $500,000 on that side over there. That's what they make it right across the street on this line right around. Okay, just right across the street. They make down to $500,000 over there. You know how much we make over here tops on this side? $50,000. $50,000, man. That's what we make tops on this side. On the black side of the line. And on the white side of the line, they enjoying hundreds of thousands of dollars. They getting it over there. You know? And to go even further than that, when we had camp up there in Delmore, the last time that we ended up having to go to court for what they call peace disturbance, they killed it. The oppressor is such a devil. You know what I mean? He turned around and says that you have freedom of speech. But then he says that the people in the area have the freedom of complaint. So if they want to complain, they can complain against your freedom of speech and turn around and summons you to court because you disturbing their peace. That's stupid. If I got the right to speak, then I got the right to speak. You know what I'm saying? Whether
Right.
you like it or not. You understand? It's a lot of things that the oppressor says and does that I can't stand. But guess what? He gets to say it because it's his right. You know what I'm saying? They go so far to where they can express their right and call you a nigga on TV to your face or whatever. You know what I mean? But they can exercise their freedom. But then when you turn around and want to exercise yours, now you got to shut up. Somebody can complain and tell you to, you know what I'm saying, be quiet. So what the officer did, and it's a brother, you know what I'm saying, he came and he told me, he said, man, he said, I would just be honest with you. He said, they trying to do this so they can keep people like you understand, from out of your city. That's exactly what the damn detective said, okay? And he turned around and he said, yeah, it's a multicultural area, he said, but for them, not for you. You know what I mean? And I said, okay, I understand that. I already knew. You know what I mean? Because he was coming to apologize and, you know what I'm saying, trying to talk to me as a brother, but what you need to do is you need to get the hell off the force. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. Get off of the police force, because being a black cop is no good. You know what I mean? You're not doing anything by being a black cop. You know? You most certainly aren't even stopping them from murdering your people. You know, they get to do that. You sit in the damn car while they murder and beat on your goddamn brothers. You stand there and watch.
Right.
You know, that brother that got shot, cop, was a couple months ago? I forgot when this happened, but it was a brother that turned around. It was a car accident. And a brother come out of his house, had his gun, had his badge, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he had his badge tucked. And, you know, he come out, checking on the scene, make sure the people in the crash was all right. They see a gun, and the police immediately, a cop that wasn't even on the scene, pulled up. This is right here in the city of St. Louis. And said gun, and pulled his gun out on that brother and shot him. Now, he already established that he was a police to the others.
Right.
But this fool come out of nowhere. He get to the scene late and pulled a pistol on him and shot this man. And he a cop, just like you. You know what I mean? That goes to show you that they don't give a damn about you being a cop. You a nigga with a gun. So he had to save, you know, his people that was standing right there from this bad black guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the thing was. You know? And all of this stuff, it keeps happening, man, just because, you know, like the scriptures say, we sinned against our God.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We was prospering. It's in the scriptures. When we prospered, we was in our land, man, we had it going on. You ain't heard nothing about nobody suffering. You ain't heard nothing about no woman, no single mother needed some help and, you know, couldn't get no help for the baby and no pampers and milk and, you know what I'm saying, had to go beg for no wick or none of that. Man, they got fed. You know, those brothers and those sisters and those, you know, whoever needed the help, they got taken care of. That's in the scripture. You know, that's in the scripture for us to help the damn widow, the fatherless. You know what I mean? We're supposed to take care of our people, each other, the poor. Scripture even talks about how the poor is going to be forever. It's going to forever be poor people, man. And guess what? They need to be helped. They need to be taken care of.
Right.
And the ISUPK is going to be the ones to do it. You know, that's why Commander Junior Yohana has got food programs, clothing programs all over the country. In every damn school, every city that we got, you know what I'm saying, we building up clothes and food programs. We doing all of that. That's what our people need. The oppressor is so damn silly. He's talking about how he's fighting crime. If you would simply give people food, the crime will go down. And he's too damn evil of a bastard to even understand that. If you simply give people food, you got all the money, right? You got all the money. You mean tell me that you can't give poor people, man, just something to eat every day? You know what I mean? To help keep down the crime. They got plenty of money here in the city of St. Louis. Plenty of it. Okay? Back in the and when did they build that arch out? I forgot what year they built that, but the gateway to the arch was called that because of the fur business that they had going on and the different merchandise they were selling up out of St. Louis. St. Louis got some paper, all right, and they could take these buildings. They got people, man, that volunteered to feed the homeless, poor, and you know, that would turn around and run a whole facility if you just opened up one of these big old empty buildings you got, and you know what I'm saying, let a few qualified people run it. They would run it, they would feed them every day, they make sure that ain't nothing going wrong in the place, man. They follow the different rules and they would make sure of that. But he is such an evil, cruel bastard to where he made up laws now to where you can't even feed the people. You can't even feed the poor. You will get a ticket for feeding the poor. They can actually stop you and give you a ticket for feeding poor people. Okay? Now you know who that's aimed at. That's aimed at the poor of Israel. You know? Because guess what? In the lecture we're gonna show you what white people get when they get on drugs. We're gonna show you the kind of help that they receive, and then we're gonna show you the kind of help that black folks receive.
Right.
We're gonna show you the kind of help that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, what they receive, versus what our oppressors, when they get on drugs, when what's the opioid, you know what I'm saying, epidemic that hit them. Now is such a, oh my God, we need to help save the people. we need to do something about this. All right, keep reading though, Bond. Read 19.
Verse 19. But now they are returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered.
Come up from the what?
Places where they were
We
scattered.
done came up from the places where we scattered. That's going to happen. All right, keep on.
And have possessed Jerusalem,
Uh-huh.
where their sanctuary is,
Uh-huh.
and are seated in the hill country,
Mm-hmm.
for it was desolate.
All right, so like I said, man, we're gonna get back to that. All right, this is our last captivity. All right, we're gonna get it right from this point on. Our King Christ made sure that. Christ made sure that Israel got it right. And guess what? He gave his life. Christ gave his life to make sure that we did. Okay? So we owe it to our King to get in this truth, to not fake it. You understand? Not getting in no fake Israelite group or trying to start your own. All these different groups out here, man. The latest one I heard was the group Goshen.
Right.
I'm still laughing about that. The group Goshen. You hear me? It's going back to Goshen, like LL going back to Cali. Come on, man. You know what I mean? That's not what the scriptures say. Scriptures don't say we going back to nothing. Scriptures say that New Jerusalem is gonna be coming up out of heaven. You know what I mean? Not no damn Goshen. Like, they silly, man. And all that is, you're just a bunch of disobedient children. That's what you are. You understand? You are a bunch of disobedient children that refuse to do what you are told.
That's right.
That's it, plain and simple, man. Real quick, go to Proverbs 29:2. Real quick. So I pulled a scripture about when the righteous rule. All right, we're gonna show you the difference, you know, and what the scripture says as far as the wicked ruler and the righteous ruler.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
The people do what?
Rejoice.
People rejoice when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are in authority, are in rulership, and are in a rightful position of power. The people rejoice. Keep going.
But when the wicked beareth rule,
When the wicked do what?
beareth rule,
When the wicked bear rule, okay, meaning that they are in power, they are ruling right now. What happens?
the people mourn.
The people mourn, okay? The people end up mourning. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are showing enough mourning. Matter of fact, cut to that article, Vaughn, and show you how much our people are in mourning right now. Go ahead, read that.
Mothers mourn youth lost to gun violence.
Mothers is mourning, you know what I'm saying, because the wicked they bear rule right now. You understand? And the wicked is our oppressors. That's who's bearing rule right now. All right? And it's because of them and all of their treachery is why our sisters are out marching around in a park, 300 deep, trying to change the damn gun violence, the black on black crime. You know, that's not going to solve the problem. That's not going to solve the problem. Read a little bit of that though, Mom.
Con. 3 pieces of white poster board gave perspective to the alarming rate in which our region's children are being tragically lost.
Okay, now what this is talking about here is the mothers in the city of St. Louis gathering together because of the young children that's being murdered here in the city of St. Louis, all for whatever the reason. But there has been a huge number of children, I'm going to say, 16 on down, due to black on black crime. This summer alone, it's about 25 so far, I believe, about 25 young children that have been gunned down. The youngest was it was 8, right? Was it 8 or 6? I know the 3-year-old supposedly shot himself. Was it the mother's boyfriend that had a gun? Had left the gun out? Was that it? I think, yeah, the mother's boyfriend left the gun out, and the baby got a hold to it and ended up shooting it. So go ahead.
So like it was another one earlier this summer. A teenage mom and her 3-year-old kid was gunned down in their apartment, and that murder still unsolved.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw that story. Yeah. So the 3-year-old baby got killed too?
Oh.
Okay, so it was 3. So it is 3. Okay. So 3 up to 16. Yeah, I thought that 8-year-old was the young tripping. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's still terrible. You know what I mean? It don't matter what age they is. You know, if they was 40 and 50, okay, still a shame. You know, and it has to come to an end. And how we gonna end it? By getting into the truth, getting into this one body of Christ, and following God's law, statutes, and commandments. Our people need brotherhood and sisterhood so bad. You know, brotherhood is a weapon. And Captain Cod, he coined that phrase. You know what I mean? And that is one hell of a brother, man. I'm telling you. I had the experience of living up under him, you know what I'm saying, about 2 weeks up at the first Passover I went to celebrate. Good night. That is one hard Negro, I'm telling you. He don't play. Straight up. But that's an excellent place for brothers to learn some discipline and some brotherhood. I'm telling you. The Philly school, him, Captain Cod, Captain Shapar, and I believe it was Officer 5,000, Ahmad Yashar. And them 3 excellent cats, man. I love them brothers. Straight up. I'm telling you. But you with their boy, Hebrew Academy, boy, you ready. I'm telling you. That will get you ready for Hebrew Academy. Straight up. The Philly school. But yeah, we was out there for like 2 weeks up under here. Boy, that cat ain't no joke. I'm telling you. But brotherhood, he did a lecture on that. Brotherhood is a weapon. Man, that was a bomb lecture. It truly is. Brotherhood is a weapon. You understand? The weapon we need to be using is each other against our oppressor.
Right.
Not, our pistols against our brothers. We gonna need each other whether we believe it or not. Because it's been going down. How long have they been against us in this country? Since forever. You understand? So it's going down here constantly. You know what I mean? They are against us. And the more we stay separate, the more we got all these different groups, and it's so many. Like you don't see none of this mess going on with white people. Do you know white people having all of these different groups? Do you see it out there when their communities are?
Right.
Where is the damn what they say, like the black politicians, the black activists? Where's the white activists at? Where they at? Where is the white activist at? I ain't seen it. You know what I mean? Where is the politicians that's fighting for white rights? You know what I'm saying? Like they so-called fighting for black rights. Black freedom and all this, and they're fighting for freedom for black people and all this. Like this thing I saw yesterday. It's ridiculous as hell. Another fake organization here, another African organization out supporting a sister that's supposedly going to start holding the police accountable for them murdering and oppressing black people. Yeah, right. Ain't nobody getting in office and doing no such thing.
Right.
You are not going to get in office and make no difference, man. Look at how long black people have been being in office and nothing has changed yet. We're still getting murdered. We're still getting oppressed. We still, don't have jobs. We still got all this crime. We still got all the drugs in our area. None of that. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. They're even, most programs are really designed and helping our oppressors take over our neighborhoods even faster. The more they turn around, and because I believe they paying a lot of brothers to go around and set the buildings on fire.
That's right.
Our oppressors are paying them to do that, because it's just not likely, man. Just here we is. And matter of fact, them the buildings they sleep in, they homeless. You know what I mean? And they going around and just setting the buildings on fire just because they want to. No, that's by design. Go ahead, Gachana.
And they got that so-called clean sweep project starting tomorrow, knocking down the houses right over here on the west side, where the poor sleep at, the prostitute people where they sleep at, the people on drugs. Turned out every last one of their houses that they live in.
Yeah, absolutely. They doing that so that guess what? They won't have nowhere to live. That's why they doing it. They won't make a facility. That's all you gotta do. Right. Make a facility so people can sleep in, and have a place to shower and, brush their teeth, keep up with their hygiene, have some sense of dignity about themselves. Esau, he don't care about that. The person don't give a damn.
Right.
He don't care about that. They finna open it all up. You know what I mean? Like you said, clean sweep. And guess what? Their plan is to take back over the city, this area right here, in just a few short years. In just a few short years. I'll tell you something else that the Roberts brothers had cashed in on, and it was a flop. They bought black people. You'd be surprised. Black people own Martin Luther King almost all the way up and down the damn thing. The Roberts brothers that owned the Sears building, a few years back heard about how they was going to expand the Central West End, and they was going to move it, I think, from all the way to Kings Highway, and I think it's over, ain't it? Is it over, or is it further than Kings Highway?
Supposed to go far.
It's further than Kings Highway, yeah, because they bought all the way back up Martin Luther King. They bought all the way down like Vanderbilt, I think.
Yeah.
I think the Roberts brothers own everything from Martin Luther King this way to Martin Luther King down to Vanderbilt. They own all of that. Them cats brought all of that. I forgot which one of the sons it was, but he heard about it and then turned around and started. They said, to hell with that, we finna buy everything, because they know that Esau gonna come in and start dropping cash on these bills. So they turned around and made a jump and start buying up the property. Little did they know, Esau got another place. He don't even want you to get no money. Matter of fact, you got too much money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Roberts brothers got too much paper. Them cats got some money. You know what I mean? That family got some paper. And he turned around and stopped the project instantly. And do you know why our oppressor stopped that project? Because he found out those black men was buying up property. They knew what he was doing. Oh, okay. Oh, y'all trying to buy? Oh, well, we'll push this back and make you lose on your investment. Because they got the time, they got the money, they got all of that.
Right.
They can sit and wait to the next 40 years and don't build nothing yet. Am I right or am I wrong, guys?
Right.
They can wait the next 40 years and don't have to build a thing, and they'll be just fine. When here it is, you invested your coins thinking you finna double your money, and now you sitting there waiting. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got money like that to be holding. You know what I'm saying? Waiting and stuff like that. So then what he turned around and did was he ended up running for office, so he could try to get in office and push that bill faster and get that project going. But little did he know, it's still sitting there. You know what I'm saying? If I'm mistaken, is it Stephen Robert Jr.? Is that the one? Because if I'm not mistaken, one of them is in office. One of them doing something in office. somewhere. I can't remember what they doing, but it's still, the project's still held up. You know what I mean? Our president, he's putting a few new buildings, here and there, few apartment buildings here and there, he ain't going for the gusto yet, but he know what he's doing. The oppressor knows what he's doing. It's time for you to know what you are doing. And the only way you're going to know what you're doing is if you get into the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commander Junior Howard. We need to be bringing our coins together and making our own communities, making our own schools, making our own businesses, making our own everything so that we can be self-sufficient. That's what we need to be doing. And guess what? We do have the money. And Commander Junior Hunter does have the plan. All you have to do is just come bring whatever you got in here. We need to start bringing it together. Stop being so damn selfish with each other. Selfishness is for the other nations of people. That's why the Lord put selfishness in the earth. Everybody else is utilizing it properly. Go into a Chinese restaurant. Do you see a black person working in one? No, you do not. They just started hiring one or two here and there where they start having problems, where them sisters start beating the hell out of them Chinese women for selling that raggedy weed. You know what I'm saying? So I seen a few that hired one or two. Then the Arabs, of course, they hire one or two beauty suppliers, but they sleeping with the sisters. You understand? They are doing that, in the gas stations, using the hell out of them sisters. Got them working their gas stations, man, and barely paying them and trying to screw them at the same time. I know a sister that worked for one. She said the man called her and told her, yeah, I heard you like that back door action. I want me some of that. How much it cost? This what this dude called her and said. Don't even know, other than her being your employee, you work for her, and you done heard something about her, and this is how her boss called her, man. Old stinky herb, So, like I said, we need to get the hell away from these people so that we can be safe. Yeah, Jana?
Hello, fine. So
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the Chinese place that I know that did hire black people, they just took them out and now it's white people working there. What would you choose?
Of course. That's a heathen thing. You know what I mean? They all for each other. They all for each other, man. That's why we need to turn around and be like them. We need to be all for each other. We need to be all for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I saw a good thing down on the south side. I seen Isupk and Judah coming together. We got some Judites working in the couple of the Isupkite restaurants down on the south side. You seen them up? You seen them down there on Cherokee? Yeah, they got a couple of them working with Isupk. That's a good thing. And we need to see more of that. Judah need to go in there, work as hard as Isupk do, bust them tables, get them damn tacos to them people, get them their margaritas. You know what I mean? Have some good customer service, smile, leave attitude at home. You know what I mean? Give me my burritos and my nachos with plenty of cheese and jalapenos.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And get this tip. Alright? But yeah, that's what we need to be doing. We need to be coming together on all levels. But let's get back to some more of these. Matter of fact, hold on. Skip down to the Montessori, that article. I want to go over this one too. Let me see if we got some more questions. We might end up saving the questions for next week. Because I want to read some of this article.
City going Montessori to train anti-racist teacher.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second now. Real quick, it says, why do fake Israelites publicly shame their members? They say like demoting, kicking them out. Okay, hold on. Here's the question. Wait a minute. This thing is acting up. Why do fake Israelites publicly shame their members like demoting them, kicking them out of their church on live videos during the Sabbath. The main word in there is fake. You know what I mean? That's why they doing it, because they fake Israelites.
That's right.
They don't have no truth. They don't have a brotherhood. You know, do they know a couple of scriptures and a couple of breakdowns? Yeah, they do, because they've been listening to the Isupk, and then they went and formed their own church. You know, so yeah, they got the breakdowns. They know some of the truth, but they not doing what's in that book. You know what I mean? Now, they fake Israelites. That'll sum that up right there. That's why they do whatever they do. You know, that's why they wear baby fringes at the bottom of their shirt. That's why they think. I had a fake Israelite tell me that the new covenant is keeping the Sabbath day holy. That's the new covenant. Good night. A Sabbath oath. They fake Israelites. All right, and that right there should tell you everything. Okay, then it said 1 Timothy 5:1. Get that real quick, God. And then another question: are sisters daughters of Sarah or daughters of Zion? You both. You understand? When you do well, like the scriptures say, then you are a daughter of Sarah. When you obey your husband, okay? When you serve him, you know, when you are meek, you know, silent and loving, like the scriptures say, then you are a daughter of Sarah. When you obey your husband like Sarah did Abraham, then you are a daughter of Sarah. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And a daughter of Zion, of course, you know, that's Israel. So you being a daughter of Zion, yes you are. That's, you know, like your nationality, Israel, Zion, you know what I'm saying? And then with you being a daughter of Sarah, of course Sarah was one of our people, one of our ancestors that you are supposed to take after. She is one of your greatest examples in the Bible of how to be a wife and a sister to your brother, because your husband is still your brother, you know. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of sisters don't know how to do that. You know, a lot of them can't get past their selfish ways, you know, in order to see, you know, that, hey, I'm destroying my own house by being an idiot to my man. You know, a lot of them can't see that. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, go ahead and get that out.
1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 1. Rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father.
Keep going.
And the younger men as brethren.
So rebuke not an elder. Okay, you can't, okay, if you younger than somebody, right? There is a way that you supposed to go to somebody that's older than you, that has, you know, rank over you. You understand? There's a way that you can go to them and express, say, whatever it is, your problem you may be having. You know, it's several different scriptures on that. You can go to where Christ said to go to he and him alone. You know, if you have a problem, something like that. You know, it don't say go to your brother and square up. You know, if you got a problem with him, go talk to him. You know, now, especially if somebody that's ranked over, you go to, yeah, you know, black folks say it all the time, stay in your place, right? When you are under somebody, stay in your place, okay? Somebody, even if that person is wrong, there is a way that you go to, like for instance, I'm going to say, like a captain and a general, right? If I had a problem with one of the generals, there is a way that I should go and would go to them, you understand, and express whatever my problem is. You don't do that like you going to somebody that's under you. You see what I'm saying? Like for instance, your children, you snap back, sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? You check them with the quickness. You know what I mean? You get on them kids, but somebody that's over you, you don't do that. Even if, you know, they disrespected you, or, you know, so you feel disrespect, maybe you took it the wrong way, whatever the problem is, you know, you don't rebuke an elder. You don't just go to them like, so like you over there, okay? They're over you. So if you have an issue, then yeah, there's a way that you go to them, okay? And what else did it say about rebuke not an elder? What else?
But entreat him as a father.
Treat him like a father. You most definitely. My kids ain't coming to me talking crazy at all. You understand? You gonna get the hell checked out you, okay? Because you are under me, so you better come to me like a child is supposed to, not like you my damn equal, like you captain too, like you captain son around this world. You get checked. You know what I mean? And what else to say? Was that it?
And the younger men as brethren.
Okay, so the young ones is brother. Even though they under you, you can't just, oh, bitch ass nigga, you know how brothers do in the world. You know what I'm saying? They full of emotions and rage and anger and all of that. When you in the school, control yourself, okay? Treat them like brothers. Treat the younger men like brothers. Treat the older ones like fathers. You know, just keep that rank. You know, and we do that in the ISUPK. Keep that rank and check yourself. Have some discipline. And if you have an issue with somebody over you, go to them, you know, like a father. You know what I'm saying? Not like, you know, they your equal. Okay? So that's what that's talking about. So, was that it, Aman? Okay. Let's see. Go ahead. Start reading that article. Start reading that article real quick. We're going to end off with that one.
City Garden Montessori, located in the Shaw neighborhood.
Read the title again.
City Garden Montessori to train anti-racist teachers.
To train anti-racist teachers. Now, this must be a problem in the school system. As a matter of fact, pull up that article that came out a month or two ago before school started, where they were saying they didn't want blacks in their school. Remember that? Pull that up for me. Pull that up, and we're just gonna read that thing what it say. But it has to be a problem. This is the city of St. Louis. They're gonna start trying to train teachers, you know what I'm saying, to be anti-racist, to be against racism. All right, and they full well know that these teachers are not teaching and our children properly. Matter of fact, I seen this little, it was a video last night that came out on Facebook that's been going viral. It said teacher moves the finish line when the black boy won. And it was a little tug of war. Can you say the one? It was a little game of tug of war, all right? And it was like David and fighting Goliath. You heard the white boy, big old white boy, and little bitty old David, little black boy, right? But guess what? That brother gave him the business out there. You heard? That little brother gave him the business, okay? He turned around and he pulled that giant damn little devil and pulled him right over the line and won. And the teacher came right, that little stinky white teacher come right over the, nope, you did not win. Whatever she said, I couldn't hear exactly what she told him. But he turned around, and after that, he just ended up, he just basically just gave up. You know what I mean? And that's what this place is designed to do, is to kill the black man's spirit on every level.
That's right.
Even when we children, they doing that. You know what I mean? When we are children, they are doing that to us. Because here it is, it's supposed to be a fair game of tug of war. You got the game, you got the rules, you got the lines drawn in the grass where they supposed to pull this team over here, the white team, and the damn blue team over here. And this is their line that they got to pull you across, and this your line they got to pull them across. Right? Fair damn game. And here it is, they in the middle, pulling back and forth. They ain't violated no, you know what I'm saying, they ain't threw no flags out there. Everybody is like pulling. And that little black boy pulled him across that line, and then he turned around, she said, nope, you did not win. You gotta keep going, do it again. And then he turned around, and after that, it just killed his little, He had all the little strength in the world, didn't he? I mean, he was pulling him with one hand. He turned around, he saw yanked the rope up out of both hands and he grabbed him up right back and was pulling him back until he pulled him across that line. And then he turned around, and when the devil pulled him across the line, the brother just gave. You could just see he just gave up, man. Like he just was like, you know what I mean? Like the hell with this guy, you know. That's because, man, this place it's not fair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to win. You know, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna let the kids play the game. That's what I would do. All right, and whoever wins, hey, my son, look, hey, we're gonna get some push-ups, we're gonna get you some weights. You know what I mean? We're gonna go back out there, we're gonna win. All right, that's what we would do. But no, they cheat their way into winning. You know, like they do everything else.
That's right.
Like they stole their way into this land. You know, it's nothing new. And that's just the mentality that they have. You know? But they got to teach people. They have to teach these teachers to stop being racist. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, why don't them people invest in hiring and training black teachers for some black schools? Why don't they do that? Get some money and start and open a damn black school in the black community. There's plenty of schools that they took, what was it? A damn near 30 of them, about 20, 25 schools they closed here in the city.
That's right. 25
schools they closed here in the city. There's plenty of buildings. All you gotta do is just buy one and put some black teachers in it and let them teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Not teach no white people how to not be racist. They can't help it. It's in their goddamn blood. It's in their blood, man. And there's nothing that you gonna teach. You're not gonna teach it out of. I don't give a damn how many. Okay, now you must love them black kids. You must turn around and teach them fairly. You must if they play tug of war, you better let him win. If he wins, don't cheat. They don't, man, please. You are talking to, like the scriptures say, a death adder. You are talking to an animal that's running wild that cannot hear you yell at them to damn stop.
Right.
You know what I mean? You are wasting your time. But read a little bit now before the class in.
City Garden Montessori, located in the Shaw neighborhood.
And that's down on the south side. Keep going.
Is a pre-K through 8 charter school committed to anti-bias, anti-racist practices.
Go ahead.
Finding Montessori trained teachers is a national problem in general.
Finding Montessori trained, meaning that this school's training is supposed to be the training that they need so that they won't be racist. And then it's a national problem. And of course it is. Of course it's a national problem. You know? That's just like one day, I was in an Office Depot and I was talking to the sister and I was getting some flyers made before we have this wonderful flyer system that we have now. You understand? My rib gets thousands of goddamn flyers. Okay? But then at one point we was buying thousands of goddamn flyers. Straight up. But now we turned around and the sister was asking me about the school. And so I was telling them, and of course, old nosy devil butts in our conversation. And she was a teacher. And she jumped right on in and started talking about, oh yeah, I tell my students all the time. She said she works in Jennings, right? She's at Jennings High School. And she said, I tell my students all the time, you need to, don't be lazy. Don't do it. You need to get a job. You need to get a career. You need to do this, do that, do that. They don't need you. I told them, look, you don't teach them a damn thing. You understand? You teach them ABC 1, 2, 3. But if they're going to learn something, you send them to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
Right.
You don't teach them nothing else. Because already that shit sounded like a drag. Don't it? You know what I'm saying? Don't be late. Don't do that. Don't nobody want to hear that, man. You understand? Black folks have been hearing that they ain't nothing since we've been here. Now it's time for them to hear that they are the greatest people to ever damn live. Because the Most High chose us to be His people. Okay? And we got laws to follow. We're going to follow them. We're going to be a great people. All right? That's what they need to be taught.
Right.
They don't need to hear you in a damn white woman who's successful, ain't got no problems, no issues, ain't got no roaches in their cereal boxes. Ain't they damn mamas and daddies ain't out prostituting and on drugs. You understand? Nobody oppressed you and your ancestors and your descendants for a damn 400-500 goddamn years. You don't have these problems. You know what I mean? You wasn't raised by no damn single parent. What the hell do oppressors know about single parenthood? What do they know about that? Nothing.
Right.
And she had the nerve talking about what she be telling them. And you don't need to tell them nothing. I went in on that damn devil, man. You know, they think they got all the answers. And their only answer is just to give us something that's going to destroy us. That's what they answer to our problem is. And that's why I went in on that devil. You understand? But they don't need to be taught how not to be racist. We need to separate from them. Let them continue to be racist. Yes, because they hate me. Guess what? The feeling is mutual. Okay?
That's right.
Go ahead. Keep reading.
Then when you add in our ABR commitment and our deep commitment to equity, there just really are not training centers that prepare teachers to do Montessori in the public sector with an equity lens. We are part of a national movement of folks trying to do this work, and there's a deep need nationally.
So this is a so-called national problem. This whole nation has this problem, right? Keep going.
This summer, City Garden will launch its own training institute to prepare teachers to lead anti-bias, anti-racist Montessori classrooms in St. Louis and across the nation. The first pilot cohort of 15 to 25 participants will be about half City Garden teachers.
Mm-hmm. So they turn around and they believe that they're going to set up some programs. First of all, I want to know which one is going to go. Which one of the oppressors is going to go? You know? How many oppressors are we going to get to sign up and take these classes? Like, to me, to be honest, that's a spit in the face. That's a slap in the face for them to organize some teaching, to teach, white people how to treat black people. To me, that's a spit in the face.
That's right.
Because they don't have a problem when it comes to the Arab people. I don't see them calling, dissing Arabs, you understand, and saying whatever about them. They don't talk about Arabs. I don't see it. They don't talk about the Chinese people. I don't see them having racial tension between whites and Chinese. I don't even see any racial tension between whites and Africans. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even see them. White people don't even harass Africans here in this country. But they got a problem when it comes to black people, though. They need to be taught how to treat us. No, they know exactly what they're doing.
That's right.
They know exactly what they are doing, man. They gotta teach nobody nothing. And to me, I'm not that sensitive to where you gotta worry about my feelings. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn. But you ain't got to treat me, so fairly and nicely and talk to me sweet and right. I don't give a damn. Leave me alone. You understand? That would be great.
Right.
If Esau would stop murdering our people, if you would stop oppressing black people, that's enough for me. You understand? You stop murdering innocent black people, that would be enough for me. You don't need no sensitivity training. I don't need you to be sensitive to me. You understand? That sounds gay. All right? That sounds like something Martin Luther King made up. to be sensitive to me. I don't want your sensitivity, man. What I do want is your goddamn respect. And the ISUPK gets it. You understand? We get it in the ISUPK. Okay? That's what we want. They goddamn respect. When you see us, you'll respect us. And we live a way where you can't help but to respect the men and the women in our group. You can't help it. You understand? We're not drug dealers. We're not drug users. You understand? So you ain't finna pull us over no car trunk full of crack. You ain't doing that. You ain't finna pull us over nowhere we getting high. You understand? It just ain't gonna happen. We live in a way to where you ain't got no choice but to respect us.
That's right.
Okay? So that's my main thing. Sensitivity training, you can take that and you can shove it up your ASS. All right? That's what you can do with your sensitivity training.
Right.
And with your damn Montessori training and anti-racist training. Why you got to train the oppressor to treat you right? It's not gonna happen, huh?
Right.
Do they not understand that? How long have we been begging to be treated fairly in this country? And somebody said that last night too. What is that dude's name? That the dude with the African group. What is his name? I forgot the name of the cat in his group, but he's been a black activist for over 50 years. And he in this building too. I talked to him myself. And he said last night on a protest they did downtown City Hall, to where he said, man, this thing of freedom and injustice, we have been fighting for too long. That's what he said out of his own tail mouth. Okay? He said, we've been fighting for this for too long. And my question is to him, next time I see him, I ask him, since you said that, why in the hell are you still out there fighting? You understand? When you see that is a lose-lose battle.
That's right.
You are never going to change the minds and the hearts of our oppressors. You are not. There's nothing you gonna say. What you gonna say? I mean, for real. Look at all of what Martin Luther King said. Martin Luther King said some smooth stuff, didn't he? I have a dream,
right,
that one day little white boys and little white girls is gonna hold hands with little black girls and little black boys. Ooh, that was smooth. He said it smooth too. You know, all the preachers even try to mock his voice. They try to even sound like Martin Luther King. I got a cousin that's a preacher, no lie. And this dude he don't even sound like that, man. But he done switched his voice and fixed it up and practicing on his voice to where he sound like Martin Luther King now. Every time I talk to him, the first thing that come to my mind is he gonna say, I have a dream.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna start preaching like Martin Luther King Jr., man, straight up. But that's what they all copy. I mean, Martin Luther King, I've been to the mountaintops. You understand? And I've seen the promised land. Martin Luther King says, so what else what are you going to say that's going to convince our oppressors and make them stop oppressing us? He saw us sitting down at the dinner table with them, eating dinner, sharing pumpkin pie. Negroes don't even like pumpkin pie.
Right.
But he saw us eating pumpkin pie with the oppressor, and we was all getting along. You understand? He saw us celebrating Christmas, everybody eating cookies and milk, waiting on Santa and the gifts. He saw us at Thanksgiving eating damn turkey and dressing with the pilgrims and the natives. You know, he definitely saw us sitting down with them celebrating Halloween. Because they had a Halloween party at his church. You know what I mean? They call it trunk or treat now.
Right.
You know, he saw us having the New Year's party with the oppressor. He saw all of that. He saw us going into Denny's and you know, like them brothers and sisters, them college kids. He saw us going into their restaurants and enjoying a fresh stack of pancakes and eggs.
Right.
You know, but instead we go to Denny's and we get accused of stealing, dining and dashing. Them 9 was 9, these 9 or 10 college students just come here from out of town, sat down, ate, produced receipts for their food, and the police marched them back to the restaurant as if they stole. They made them do a lineup in the damn Denny's, man. That's what Martin Luther King saw. He saw us going in Denny's and getting a fresh stack of pancakes and some eggs, and then just sitting down with the oppressors, having a good, nice cup of coffee, and talking on our way to work in the morning. That's what he saw.
Right.
He didn't see them getting accused of stealing and damn near got shot, beat, and every damn thing else for that.
Right.
You know, the manager told them, no, this ain't even the group. He even told them, he said, no, this is not the group. He said, no, we're gonna line them up anyway. That's their goal, to oppress us here, man. You know, what are you gonna teach these people? Like, how many incidents do we have to keep going through in order for you to see that there is no change in them? There is no you know who needs to change? It's your mind. That's who mind needs to change.
That's right.
Yours. From being a goddamn slave to turn around and being a man for once in your life. Being a real goddamn woman. Joining them ain't gonna do nothing. That's not gonna change them, man. Teaching them this training right here, I guarantee you, this training, when they have it, is going to be unsuccessful. They're going to talk about how only one person showed up. You know what I mean? It's not going to change nothing. And I'm going to make sure we keep up with that too. So when after the training, we're going to see how many students get told that they can't come to school because of their hair, because you know that's been happening left and damn right.
That's right.
They can't come to school. Sister, couple of them got walked out to school because of their braids. Couple of them got walked out to school because of their dreads. I don't like the dreads either. That's not our custom. But still, it's because it's you wearing it. You understand? It's because it's your hair and your style they don't want to see. It was one teacher that even pulled some of the damn little girl's braids out of her head. Man, I can't. You understand? I'm gonna have a whole problem with this teacher. You understand? It's a lot. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, you pulling my baby's hair out of her head. Man. Boy. I'm telling you. May Christ come and save us tomorrow.
Right.
Straight up. I'm telling you. We definitely need to be saved from this place. All right? But they had so many different teachers. Matter of fact, in reverse, you had the white student jump on the brother. The damn teacher told him to sit down. We're going through it at all levels in this place. The damn white boy squared up with the teacher, man. Swung on the teacher, and the teacher defended himself, and they turned around and fired that man. Fired him, talking about how he was wrong and how he was this and that. But the police officer came into a classroom where a 12-year-old girl, her mother had just passed away. And the little sister her mother just died. God damn.
Right.
You know? And this old idiot teacher called the police on her because she was on her phone and wouldn't get on. Don't have no compassion for the little girl that her mother just passed away. You know? You call the police say, get off your phone. She's sitting there ignoring him too. She's mourning the loss of her mother. She's grieving, you know. And that devil you see on the video flipped her over in that desk, threw her all over the classroom. That's what happened to her. And guess what? He's still on the job. He's still on the job. Just not turning off the phone, you know, and not getting off the phone. They don't call for you to flip her over. I mean, like a whole man, like he did a whole wrestling move on this little girl. In the desk, he could have really hurt her.
That's right.
He could have really hurt the little girl in that desk. He could have broke something, you know. Then you had the pool incident where the kids was in the pool with the devils, and the devils called the police on the little sisters and the brothers in the pool, and the damn police officer come breaking everybody up, running around like somebody really did something, committed a crime, and flipped the little sister over on her back, you know what I'm saying, slammed on her face and her chest, Got his knee all in her back, little skinny, little frail little thing, man. You know, damn near hurt that sister. You know, that's what happened here to us in this place. Now, what you need to have is some classes. You need to be sending everybody to the ISUPK so we can get that slave mentality off of you, believing that we must join together with these people, thinking that everything is going to be all right once we teach them how to treat us. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's never going to. They're not going to let it happen. That's not their dream. Let me tell you something. Martin Luther King's dream is not yours. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not theirs. That's your dream. That's your dream to be like white people, to be equal to your oppressor, to turn around and have the same rights, you know what I mean, as them. That's your dream.
That's right.
You know, that's not theirs. They're dreaming no such thing. When they dream at night, guess what? It consists of you being their slave.
Right.
That's what they're dreaming of. They're dreaming of making America great again. America was so much greater when you Negroes couldn't march. You understand? That's what they say. When you Negroes didn't have the right to come in my establishment, when it was illegal for you to look me in my eye. You know what I'm saying? When you walk off, you had to hold your head. You know that was a law? That was a law to where you had to, when we encountered them walking across the street, we had to move out the way. We had to either get all the way up against the building or we had to get all the way out in the street. That was a law. Then, couldn't even make eye contact with them. That's a law. We got all the slave laws here in the school. You couldn't even make eye contact with them. And guess what else they had? There was a law that they could murder you if they felt like it. That was a law. Straight up. It was a law that they could murder you and that they could rape our women back in slavery. As they say, hey, you're my property. I can do whatever I want to do with you. I own you. They went and passed a law. I'll show you how disgusting these people are. And you still got Christians that's doing their best, fighting to join these people. They're fighting to join them when they turned around and made a law when it was legal to rape your wife.
Right.
To rape your mama. To rape your daughter. These was actual laws. That they could have sex, that's what they call it, sex, that's rape. You understand? They could have sex with their property because they owned it. That's what they did. They made a law. And you want to be one with these people? And not your own? Man, you crazy. You understand? You are a pure slave and you are part of the problem. It's time for us to separate from our oppressors, and it's time to separate from black people that love our oppressors.
Right.
It's time to get away from both of them. All right? And with that, we're going to end the class. Shalom, Israel.